when you come to do it, so this one in PUP pickup, this is a job site that's asked us to pick something up. I can do a return, and then part of that return, we can have a workflow that brings it back into WIP status. So this is a hammer drill, and you can see there my status is inspection. So I can set the parameters up in the system to say, bring it back into this bin location in this inspection. So when I return this asset 3382, you can also mark it. So if it's damaged or lost, you can also mark it here as damaged or lost when you're doing a return in the system, and then workflow it through and bill out on the return as well. Okay, so again, another one of those hard stops. If I've got workflow set up in the system, it's going to say, can't save me, I'm missing information. So saying you need service units. And this is just sort of something to track. So if you've got an item that has an engine and you need to service it every 5,000 miles or 10,000 miles, then you can use service units to track the clock hours. And then that triggers a maintenance event and goes across to the workshop to be fulfilled. So asset 3382 has just been returned in the system. So hopefully, if I go to my workshop control center, I should see asset 3382 appear on the workshop control SKU. There it is. So I now need to do, it's now got a pending off-rent inspection against that. I can then go and open a workshop order against it and run that through. And then, if it needs any parts or cleaning or labor applied to it, then I can do that within the work order. Item inquiry. So anything we do in the system, whether it's transactional, financial, anything, tracks everything in the item inquiry. So I can do a high level lookup of my item groups. I can look at an item code, so look at a group of assets, or I can look at an individual asset. And I can get to all of the data around it. So if I say show me life to date, I can see all of the life to date rental revenue, all the life to date sales revenue, damage costs, loss revenue, transport charges, utilization in days. I can get to all of that. Same with the recharge. So if you're applying parts and labor against workshop orders, which are then linked back to the asset, you can track parts and labor against individual E-codes as well. So if I look at 3382, hopefully it's going to show me a little bit of something. It's because there's a different item group and an item code. Okay, let's do this a different way for the sake of time. Let's just do a wide ranging search for all of my assets. There we go. So I'm just going to look at all of my mini excavators for this purpose, and I'm going to see everything that I've ever purchased against that item type in the system. So I've got my purchase date, I've got my E-code, then the quantity, I've got its current cost, its current depreciation, so straight line, 60 periods, its current net book value, its own in branch, its rental revenue, and its sales revenue, all at an individual granular level. I can highlight any one of these items and I can look at the depreciation. So this one's straight line, 60 periods. Again, purchase date, costs, everything like that. I can look at the rental history. So when it went in and out of rental contracts, return dispatch. I can look at the financial history of it. So I can see all of those stamps of when it depreciated and the value that it depreciated down by. And I can also see service and parts. There must be one here somewhere that's got service and parts against it. They would appear here, and it would be a list of all of the service and parts that we've used to date would appear in this list. There we go. There's one thing. There we go. So this one's got labor, $56 of labor apportioned to that one. That one's got engine oil or engine, $1,000, etc. So you'd see that detail in there. There is also a utilization calculation as well, which will give you a nice little dashboard of how your assets are performing.